I'm Nadia Dunn. CCLTV are delighted to be here at the TFS Summit in Dubai. Joining me today is Elinoar from Ordan Cargo. Thank you so much for being here today. How are you?
Thank you for having me here. Thank you.
How was your trip over here?
It was great. Like, since Israel signed the agreements with Dubai, we can fly directly 3.5 hours. It's a dream come true.
Nice and quick.
Yeah.
So tell us about your background and Ordan Cargo. How did that come about?
Okay, I've been in this industry for 35 years.
Wow.
And 20 years ago, I established my own company. And we've been growing ever since. 3 years ago, my eldest son, Or, joined my company. He's now the VP Sales. Actually, I named my company Ordan because I have 2 sons. Or is already there. Daniel, I hope, will join someday. And I created this company because I felt that at that time, the industry was for the young people. Mm-hmm. And I said, I will not ever be young, as my name is for the young people. Mm-hmm. And I have to take care of the continuation of our profession. And this is how it started. It's already 20 years that Ordan Cargo exists.
Yeah. Well, that's nice that you had that initiative to try and bring younger people into this industry. I know there are a few companies within that have been trying to do that. Have you noticed that there is a younger generation coming in?
They don't want to, because the salaries are not as high as the high-tech, and Israel is the high-tech nation, and they can get much higher salaries. And it's difficult. It's really difficult to convince the young generation to join our profession.
What can we do about that? How can we make a change?
First of all, I think that we diminished our profession because the competition, at least in Israel, it's so strict that people are lowering the rates that they are asking. And if a lawyer can say, hey, I deserve to earn that and that amount because I've studied, I have experience, why shouldn't we?
Yeah.
And I think we need to change the image of our professions. We are professionals.
Yeah.
You have to pay for our time, for our experience.
So it's so nice to see people face to face. This must be your first conference, I guess?
After COVID, yes, always in Zoom and online.
Yeah. And are there lots of familiar faces for you here?
Yes, I'm very much into the conference world, so it's like a family seeing everybody here.
Everyone seems really excited to be back and having those face-to-face meetings, and you know, we've been chatting with lots of people, and even the social side, even the evening dinners, that's a lot of time when business happens, so it's nice for that to be back.
Exactly. I'm thrilled. Like I traveled already before twice, because Israel, we got vaccinated the first, and now we are already having the 3rd vaccination.
Right. Yeah.
But I know that many people are still afraid to come.
Yeah. How has COVID been for you?
Well, for me personally and for Dan, it was the best year ever. And we were lucky because Ordan is not focused on one niche. Along the years, I've developed so many niche markets that even though I had a big loss on the event side, I used to do a lot of events and shows and concerts, and this was obviously dead. Other aspects raised. For instance, I'm very strong into the military business. Israel is known for the security and defense industry, and for me it's been booming. So
yeah,
one loss and one gain.
Yeah, exactly. And what were the challenges for Ordan Cargo?
Well, everything that is new, like every year I have a big budget for traveling, and since there is an open budget, we did other things. We opened new departments. We are doing now radioactive shipments that we've never done before. We are doing pets, which we haven't done before. We opened our own custom brokerage that for years I decided it doesn't make enough money, and all of a sudden I said, oh, this is a chance. I'm stuck anyway. So I will start something new. I will babysit it until it will be flourishing as other departments. And well, I gained.
Yeah. And have you seen any other new trends? Like you've opened new divisions. Have there been new trends within the industry?
Globally, I can't tell you. What I've been seeing is that the big one became bigger. They purchased more. And in Israel, we have our own local challenges that our government initialized a program called Worldwide Gate. And that means that we are more into the digital world, in the documentation, and that's a new challenge for all the Israeli industry.
Yeah, digitalisation just seems to be getting bigger and bigger, so I guess companies just have to respond to that.
And it's also costly, very much.
Do you feel like you're in a good position for that?
We don't have a choice. It's going to be mandatory for our customs. So you all have to be in line with the new regulation, and you have to buy this software, and you have to have the right people who know what to do. You won't be able to eliminate.
There are a few initiatives I know within the industry that are trying to get them in, so hopefully we will see a change.
Our government, in fact, initiated a program that we as forwarders can participate, and we are allowed to take, each company can take 2 young people that finished or graduated this course and give them a chance.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's great. So I guess everyone else needs to have a look at that and try and get something like that involved.
This is definitely the generation, it's not my generation, it's the younger one that have the Facebook, the LinkedIn, the whatever, the Instagram.
Yeah.
You have to be there.
And finally, what are your thoughts about CCL TV being here with other freight forwarders?
Well, I feel it's exciting. It's new, and for me it's completely new. And as we said, we have to do new things that we haven't done before. Like, I was just talking to a colleague, and previously we were coming with brochures. And brochures are no longer something that somebody wants to carry. So we have to find barcodes, YouTube, whatever.
Yeah, a new era.
Yeah, that's
well, thank you so much for joining us. It's really lovely to see you.
Thank you.